Perfect. Okay, so today is Thursday, October 6th, 2022. And I am so grateful for this space. Thank you, Krystal for hosting and for just bringing all of us awesome people together who know that life is meant for us to experience and that we are meant for more. So we are here doing this together and sharing in this experience. And today I'm actually in my husband's office. My office is a little bit chaotic from our trip, and the kids are home, the dog is here, so we might be blessed with some little interruptions. So just letting you know. With that, Sylvester's actually knocking to come in. Come on. All right. So I hope you guys are all doing well this evening. I just had my second round of COVID, and I feel like a new woman. But yeah, COVID, it gave me an opportunity to reflect and turn inward. And I actually spent, was it like 8 to 9 days while on vacation in my in-laws' scamp. It's like a little trailer that they hook onto their car when they go drive across the country. And so I was supposed to go to Chicago, didn't end up going there, but it was actually better. So I actually got to spend my daughter's 3rd birthday with her. And it was just awesome. Like, yes, I was 6 feet away, but like I could still see her. And going on this trip, I was really anxious about missing her 3rd birthday and going on this, retreat. So God and the universe just said, okay, let's give you the sign that you're asking for. You're going to stay in California with your parents, your in-laws, and your children, and you will all be safe in one place. And I thought, okay, this is what it's going to be. And it ended up bringing me and my husband closer together. It ended up bringing my in-laws and my parents closer together. And I felt kind of like a princess, and it was fun, but I was still sick. But anyway, when life gives you lemons or a challenge or a difficult person or a situation where you feel like you can't figure this out or this isn't for you, just know that it is an opportunity. Okay. So whenever life gets hard or somebody's hard, just remind yourself that this is an opportunity. So if you're taking notes, go ahead and write this down. This is an opportunity, or this person is an opportunity, or this experience or this challenge is an opportunity. An opportunity for what? Opportunities are doors. They're doorways. And in order for you to find out what's on the other side, you have to grab your hand, put it on the door knob, pull it open or push it open. Usually it's a pull. It's not usually with a push, okay? It's usually pulling it open and then walking through it and seeing what is for you on the other side. So if this message is resonating with you, I hope that it is. There's a lot of collective energy of like feeling disconnected, but still feeling connected, but feeling apart, but feeling like not in it, but feeling with. So there's a lot of confusion. Just know that this moment in time is your opportunity to ground yourself and tell yourself, okay, I'm here because, and review the reason why you are in the space you're in, whether it's a financial space, a physical space, romantic space, a health space, okay? We choose everything, right? So if we're choosing this person or this specific experience, we got to remind ourselves that we are the powerful ones and we chose this, and then tell yourself why. Maybe you don't know, but this is what we're going to work on today, is uncovering the secrets and the underlying reasons why you may, or your unconscious self or your higher self may have chosen this for you. And you know what? The answer is to grow. It is to grow into the person that you are meant to be. So with that, let's go ahead and do a ground and center. And what this is it's my way of aligning the physical energy with the spiritual energy, the energy that's all around us, so that we can become more ourself instead of the ego and the head and the fear and the anxiety. Become more of yourself and your truth, so that when we look at what we're manifesting and how to do it, it's more pure. Okay. So go ahead and I will guide you through how to do this. You will sit and kind of just like move your body until you feel comfortable. And I invite you to do this when you meditate or pray or sit and have a quiet space for yourself as well. So you're going to sit and you're going to take your hands and you're going to move your thigh flesh out to the side so that your sit bones can really hold you. And it's not our skin and our muscles that's tensing to keep us up. It's really our sit bones, our skeleton, our grounding bones to hold us. Okay, so when you're there, just place your hands on your lap. You could lean back in the chair, have your feet flat. Go ahead and close the eyes. And just welcome in this peace. Welcome in this moment into your life. We're going to move with the moment instead of move through it. So with that, let's take 3 deep breaths together. In through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. And any sounds you may hear on my side or your side, take that as an invitation to focus on your breath even deeper. Okay, so a second breath together. In through the nose. And out the mouth. Good, and breath number 3, inhale through the nose. And hold at the top. And slowly release out the mouth. Breathe on your own timing. And notice any tingles or maybe lightheadedness or any discomfort you may feel. Just breathe into those spaces. And take this moment now to thank yourself. You can place your hands on your heart or with thumbs on your heart, like in a prayer position, and just thank yourself. Just say, thank me, or I thank myself for showing up today, for taking time for myself, to be with myself, and reflect on what it is that I am doing with my life and what type of impact I want to create in this world. I thank myself for showing up. And I'm so grateful to share this moment with all of you here. With that, let's do one collective deep breath in through the nose and release it all out the mouth. Okay, go ahead and wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and you can roll your head and roll your shoulders. And when you're ready, open your eyes and come back. Oh, and share in the chat how you're feeling now after that ground and center. I feel like I was running 100 miles an hour and I just stopped and I let everything just pass, just all the chaos and all the stress. And I'm just in this little pocket. So yes, I am feeling relaxed as well. Just enjoying this moment. Yes, feeling lighter. Good. And this is a very easy practice that I share with everybody to, bring yourself back to you, especially if maybe you're hosting calls for yourself or your team, for your business. Maybe you're making cold calls for what you do. Maybe you're making presentations in person. Maybe you're, talking to your boss or your teacher about something that kind of stresses you out, or your parents. Just do the 3 breaths, bring yourself back to you, and just know that all that other stuff that makes you feel crazy is not you. But this right here, this is you. So there's your reminder. Okay. Yeah, not as tense, soothing your body. I feel you. I feel the same way. So I wanted to share my shirt today. It's really cute. It says, trust the universe. And that is truly like where I'm at, like the chapter I'm in my life. I have spent, so I'm turning 40 this December, and I have spent so many years of my life trying to plan it out and live by that checklist life and do all the things that I'm supposed to do so that I can have all the things that I should have. That's how I lived my life. And it wasn't until I said, F that, I did all those things and I'm not happy. I did all those things and I didn't get that. I did all those things and I still feel like crap. Why? It's because I was following what's called other people's values and other people's rules. I was living that. I was going to school, getting good grades, getting a job, making money, getting getting into a relationship, getting married, getting a house. And I was like, I still feel trapped. I still feel stressed out. I still feel broke. I still feel not good enough. I still feel not pretty enough. What is happening right now? I don't understand. And I realized I was 34 at the time. And I was like, okay, if I keep living this life of the checklist, right? Do all the things that everybody says I'm supposed to do so that I can have all the things that I should. If I fast forward 5 to 10 to 20 years from now, I'm actually not going to like that girl. And that was hard. It was really hard for me to realize. And I was like, well, what can I change? How can I not be that? And the path that I was on was judgmental, defending my mistakes, defending my choices, and not taking responsibility for the problems and the lack and the chaos and stuff. I was living in this fantasy that as long as I looked good on the outside and like the things on paper were right, I could be a little brat and everything should work out for me because I did all the things on the list. But that's not how life works. Life actually works from the inside out. Okay. Life is a journey from the inside. It's not to impress or get approval from other people, even though our parents and society will want to say that. And so today, if you're in a space of like, well, what the heck am I doing? Why am I doing this? This call right now is your time to reflect on, is this my choice? Or am I being told or programmed to do this thing that I'm doing, right? So go ahead and take a moment right now, whatever you're doing, whether you're in school, you're running a business, you're in a job, or nothing at all. Just take a moment right now. Let's take 5 to 10 seconds and just place your hand on your chest or maybe on your gut or both, however it feels best for you. And just ask yourself, am I doing this by choice? Or am I doing this because I think I'm supposed to or I should? Okay. Is this by choice? Or is this by supposed to and should? Just let my dog out. Okay, go ahead and open your eyes and just write down in your notebook your answer to that question. Okay. Today's date is October 6th, 2022. I'm in this business. I'm in this job. I'm taking these classes. I'm in this relationship because I chose to, or because I feel like I should, or because I feel like I'm supposed to. Okay. The most important person to be honest with is yourself in this life. You can be honest with a lot of people, and that's great. But if you're not honest with yourself, then you're kind of living without integrity. And if you can't trust your own word, then why should somebody else trust your word, right? When you become a parent, when you start having kids, it's going to be more obvious because they watch everything, they catch everything, they call you out, they say stuff. So then it's not just for yourself, but it's also for the little people around you, okay? So if you're not a mom yet, practice now. Practice being honest with yourself, like getting like really, really real, even though it's scary. But knowing that when you do a process like this, you're going to be so certain of what you're doing because you know that this is for you, or you know that this is absolutely not for you, and you're ready to step into what is for you. Okay. So, let's see, there was something, in one of my chats today, I wanted to share with you. So it's actually a mom chat that I'm in, and then one of the girls shared this. Where is it? Okay, so go ahead and screenshot this right now, and I'll read it out loud to you. It says, meet strangers, call them experiences. Make friends, call them mirrors. Entangle with lovers, call them reflections. Call in soulmates, and call them awareness. Embrace enemies, call them lessons. Invite teachers, call them medicine. Like, this was so deep, and I really wanted to share this on this call today, and it was perfect. It showed up at 6 a.m. on my phone. Life is about us and our interactions with ourselves and our interactions with other people. Yeah, that's deep, right? Because the world is truly a mirror, and the people that you surround yourself with reflect yourself back to you. That's what this means. So with strangers are opportunities to become new friends, right? So I didn't know any of you. I still don't know all of you, but the more we get, my kid's song stuck in my head. The more we get together, the more we'll get to learn about ourselves. The more we'll get to learn about each other through learning about ourselves. Okay. So this is why community is so important. This is why they say it takes a village to raise a child, because it's not just to raise the child itself, but it's also for the mothers to be in community with each other, to share about the experiences of mothering or wifing or just being a woman in society. No man is an island, no woman is an island. And so meet strangers and call them experiences, because with every new person, it is a new opportunity to learn more about what's true for you and what's not true for you. Make friends, call them mirrors, because like attracts like. And when you find somebody who vibes with you, who you're like, yeah, I want to hang out. I want to hang out. I want to talk to you. Let's go do something. They are your mirror. So whatever's going on with them, there's probably something going on with you as well. And when you share, you can create more connections with each other. There's actually something called mirror neurons in our brain. Okay, this is a real thing. If you want to look that up, make a note in your notebook, just look up mirror neurons. It can get a little bit nerdy. But basically, when we're with our friends, we start reflecting things that are like us. So the more we get together, the happier we'll be, the more fun we have, because we're on the same vibe, like we ride the same wave, we're on that same frequency. So when you find somebody who you just want to be around, find more ways to be around them, find ways to add value to them, find ways to be in community with them, okay? And call them mirrors. So whenever they're going through something, whenever you're going through something, you can help each other out. This is the next section, entangle with lovers, call them reflections, call in soulmates, and call them awareness. This one was like, oh, because I actually just learned about this word called entangle. And I don't know if you guys have heard of entanglement, but it's basically, so we are entangled, all of us right here. We are entangled because of the energy that's being exchanged right now. Okay. There is something in your subconscious that can bring back this call, this moment. And there's something in my subconscious that can bring back this call and the names and the chat and like all of this. It's all being cataloged into our brain. Entanglement happens when there's something of very intense frequency. So if I say that guy from your past, you will immediately bring up somebody, whether it's a name or a face or like no name, right? There was an entanglement. Why? Because his face or his name came up when I said that guy from your past. Okay. Call them reflections. Okay. There was a time in your life, in your past, where there was an entanglement with that person. And what do we do with that? We look at it as a reflection of who you used to be, of what was meant for you a long time ago, what you needed to experience back then for you to become who you are now. So entanglement is not a bad thing. Entanglement is just a way that people connect, okay? There could also be positive entanglements, right? So that guy from that one time, right? Like that's another entanglement. And that's a positive one. But whatever entanglement you have, and it could be with lovers, it could be with family members, it could be with friends, they're all reflections of just where you were at that point in your life, and you now have an opportunity to come to peace with it, because you're not that same person as you were anymore. And guess what? The person you are now is not going to be the person that you will be in like a week, a month, a year, a decade. So what's the best thing to do is love who you are, where you're at, and love all of the people around you and the situations and the experiences, because this right now is a stepping stone to where you're going to go next. Okay. Write that down. This right now is a stepping stone to where you're going to go next. This right now is a stepping stone to where you're going to go next, or to where I'm going to go next. Yes. And then call in soulmates and call them awareness. And I love this one. This one actually reminds me of my husband, the husband that I love so deeply and get intensely annoyed at. He is my soulmate. We were meant to go through all of these ups and downs together. We were meant to create this family and create this business and do all the chaos together. There is nobody else that I would rather be so upset with and then hug at the end of the night. Like, that's it. And then his limited awareness on things, that's a reflection of my limited awareness on other things, right? Because everything is connected. Everything is a mirror. The universe doesn't make mistakes. The universe creates imbalance. Okay, go ahead and write that down. The universe creates imbalance. Sylvester cannot choose whether he wants to be in or out today. Okay, the universe creates imbalance. So where there is intense negative, there is also intense positive. And we just have to be able to see that. That's the journey of life. Okay, last section. Embrace enemies, call them lessons. Invite teachers, call them medicine. Yeah. So enemies, whenever there's somebody who's talking crap or is trying to bring you down or something, okay? Hold on. Here's the thing. We are light workers, right? We are for the light. We are for righteousness, alignment, love. We are for all the things that create forward momentum, right? Like we want change. Like we want to create change or we wouldn't be here. We want a better life or we wouldn't be here. Like, so whenever an enemy, I'm on the last one, embrace enemies, call them lessons. Okay? Enemies are not from where we're from. Their intentions are not to help or to heal or to grow. Their intentions is to be like a crab and to bring, the other ones down, because if they can't climb out the bucket, you can't either. So what is the thing that enemies don't like is they don't like love. They don't like patience. They don't like the things that we are full of. They want to tear us down. So that whole thing about killing them with kindness, let's do that. However, let's do it with boundaries. Okay. So don't just give it all away to the mean people. What you want to do is be strategic about the love that you give. So embracing them is actually loving them for where they're at. And it's like, if they're being a jerk to you, it's like, okay, you didn't do anything to them. They're just in their own crap right now. So love them being in their crap. Why? Because sometimes when you're in your crap, you just need to be loved as well, right? And it's all a mirror. So when you can begin to love that person in the crappy stage, jerky phase that they're in, and be like, you know what? That's just where they're at. I just happen to be here. I happen to be the punching bag. And you know what? I'm just going to send them the love and just let them be there. And I can go over there and call it a lesson. Call it a lesson. That action will help you grow. That action to that person is practice for when you have a coworker or a boss or an upline or a downline or a romantic partner or a parent or a sibling who's in that space. If you can't do it with someone that you don't have entanglements with, it's going to be a lot harder to do it with somebody that you're really entangled with. So when you have enemies, just send them love. Honestly, give them what they think they don't need and what they think they hate. But you know what? The energy from your side is going to be pure. And when you are pure to yourself and others, that's when your integrity goes up. That's when your finances goes up. That's when your health goes up. That's when your confidence in yourself goes up. It all starts with inside to the out. Remember? Okay. Last one. Invite teachers. Invite teachers and call them medicine. Yes, because life is an experience to grow through. Okay. We didn't just come on this planet to receive and like be and have. No, we're here to learn. We're here to grow. We're here to expand. How do we get to the next level if we don't expand up here, the next level to the next level? Okay. Invite teachers, invite these teachers in, and your teachers don't have to be professors. They don't have to be mentors. They can be your parents. They could be your significant other. They could be your inner child. They could be your actual children. They could be strangers. Okay. Invite teachers and call them medicine, because it's when we learn is when we heal. And it's when we apply what we know, when we apply our knowledge, that's when things change. That's when things shift, because knowledge is nothing unless there's application. Okay. Knowledge is nothing unless there's application, because then it's just information in your head. And what good is it if it just sits there? Okay. Just like hair care products or makeup or food. What good is it if it just sits there? If you don't use it or consume it, what good is it? It's just going to sit there. Okay. So take the information, take the knowledge, take the lessons, take that medicine and use it. Okay. We're here. Yes. Apply it. Like your makeup, apply your makeup. Don't just let it sit on the counter. Take your notebook, the notebook that you're writing in, take all of that notes and apply it into your business, apply it into your relationships, apply it to yourself, to your health, to your work ethic. Take all of that and apply it. Otherwise, it's just trash. Honestly, it's just trash if you don't use it. Use it or lose it, right? Okay. So I will share this picture in the chat because I thought it was so, so powerful and I was so excited to share it. And so I'm hoping that you guys are finding this helpful. If you are, go ahead and type 888 in the chat. I hope that you got some takeaways from today, from this little quote, and then just from being able to truly just trust, like just give yourself the opportunity to trust. And when you do that, when you trust the universe, when you trust the universe, doors open up. Okay. Trust is taking that doorknob, pulling it open, walking through it and seeing what is there on the other side. Most people don't trust. Okay. So don't do what most people do. Okay. Most people don't trust. So trust, right? Most people will doubt, they will worry, they will overthink, and they will stress themselves out until they're sick or vomiting, and not do anything because they're scared of what might happen if they do or what might happen if they don't. But they don't take action. They just stay frozen. And so today I invite you to trust whatever step is in front of you. Trust that it's there for a reason. Trust that opportunity, that person, that situation. Trust that that is there for you to learn from, to grow from. Remember, to call an experience, to call a mirror, to see a reflection, to expand your awareness. Maybe it's somebody to embrace. Maybe you haven't loved out as much lately, and you've been given some enemies as an opportunity to practice loving, and call in teachers. Okay, you're not doing this alone. Yes, you may feel like you're alone. You may live alone, but you're not doing this journey alone. Okay. I'm doing it with you. Kelly's doing it with you. Megan, Tanisha, everybody, Sarah, everybody's doing this together. Okay. We're not here alone. Yes, we're doing this together right now, right? Okay. So now I'm going to have you close your eyes and just, just tell yourself, like, I'm not doing this alone. And just say it out loud because I can't hear you anyway. Just, I'm not doing this alone. And then repeat after me. I have a community. And I'm so grateful for it. Yeah. Okay, now go ahead and open your eyes. And I'm going to invite you to journal right now for 2 minutes. I'll set a timer. Just journal whatever's coming through you from today. Maybe it's your checklist of things you need to do. Maybe it's insights from the heart. Maybe it's your higher self speaking. Go ahead and take 2 minutes right now to journal. So that you can ground whatever came up for you today. Just take 2 minutes. Okay, how was that quick journaling session for you guys as we ground the energy, ground the information, and know that we're not alone. Know that we're not doing it, and we're not doing it by ourselves. Something that came up for me was I need to add a little bit of clarity on the embracing our enemies part. And what I missed, the part I wanted to share, is the enemies are coming from a space of darkness. And when we can shine the light onto them, light drives out the darkness. Okay. It's physics, whether it's actual light or whether it's energy or information. Okay. So giving them that love and shining the light lets you see more clearer. It gives you the expanded awareness. Okay. So loving your enemies is a gift to yourself. It's a bonus for them, but it's really about you, because if you're harboring any of that resentment and that anger, that's all in here. Okay. So let's turn that resentment and anger, use that energy, just flip it around like the alchemist and turn it into love and just shine the light that way and just give them that grace to be a jerk, because we're all jerks too at some point. Okay. So how are we doing? I want to make sure that today was valuable for you and that you were able to take something away from today and be able to apply it into your life. I know that we all have so many different things happening, different projects. We're all in different chapters of our life. Good, you took a lot of notes. Please share the notes, okay? Please share it with the world, with your teams, with your friends, with these people that you love and that you support and just want the best for. And this is just all that we're doing over here on these calls. And yay, I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you loved it. This is like what I love doing. I love being inspired and sharing that with you, with the intention that it doesn't stop with you, that it keeps moving forward. Okay. And I invite you to host your own calls as well. Whenever you feel inspired, just reach out and start sharing your message. Okay, start sharing your message, because we need more voices who are guiding versus tearing down. We need more voices who are supportive through all of the challenge that we're going through. Okay, good. Feeling so aligned. You are welcome. So grateful. Okay. Well, thank you for your time. We're wrapping up now, and I want to invite Kelly on to see if there's any announcements or anything extra that she wants to add to today.
Hey guys, thank you for showing up so we can create this space for ourselves. Thanks, Lizel, for hosting. I feel like we all needed to hear a lot of what you had to say, and I love that you turn your life experiences into like wisdom to teach us, because like that's amazing, you know. We don't have to go through some of the things if we learn them here and apply them. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for you guys. So yeah, feel free to share, keep sharing like this community with people. Like it's all free. No one has to pay anything. Normally people pay lots of money for personal development, and like we get to do that here with each other with like no cost. So I would definitely like post it on your story, like talk about it with your friends, because I feel like a lot of people need to tap into this information that isn't so available in like, you know, our upbringing. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. We're sticking to Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sorry, this week I added it to my plate that I was gonna host, and then when the day came, oh my god, I was feeling so overwhelmed with like everything that I added on to my week, and I was just like, okay, like I don't want to be in a place of like anxiety when I'm hosting a call for you guys, or overwhelmed. I want to be in a good space so that the delivery can be proper. So sorry about that for this week, but I'll be back next week, and let's continue to grow, expand our awareness, our consciousness, our information, and let's apply everything that Lizel just taught us. Like I took a bunch of notes. I can share some. Well, some of it was also obviously private when we did the 2-minute thing, but I learned a lot. Like I definitely learned a lot. So I'm very thankful, and I'm thankful you guys showed up to make the space possible. So love you guys. I'll see you in the chats. Thank you, Lizel.
Thank you. Good night,
Have a good
everybody.
day, guys. Bye.
Bye.